This is for when the brain is busy before the day even starts. We're going to use that scatterbrain energy and get you focused and ready for the day. Beginning with 2 types of sun salutations. Start by reaching your arms overhead and then fold forward. Do a little halfway lift, plant the palms and step back into plank. Then upward facing dog to downward facing dog, and then 1 breath here. Look up and then make your way back to the top of the mat. Do a halfway lift and then forward fold. Breathe in and lift the arms over your head. That was Surya Namaskara A. We're going to do that 4 more times. So hands overhead, fold forward, lift up, and then jump back to plank. Breath in for upward facing dog and breath out for downward dog. The sun salutations can feel intense, and that's because here is where we really are warming up the body and building that heat. So just allow that to happen. By giving your mind 1 point to focus on, in this case the breath, it learns that for the rest of the day, you decide where it goes. It's not going to be as scattered. So breathe out as you step back into plank and breathe in for upward facing dog. Keep going a few more times for Surya Namaskara A. So deep breath in as you reach your arms overhead. Breathe out as you fold forward. Breathe in with halfway lift. Breathe out as you step back into plank. So this was the last of Surya Namaskara A. Now we move into Surya Namaskara B. So as you breathe in, you reach your arms up overhead, but this time you go into chair pose. You fold forward, do your little lift, and then step back into plank. And we breathe in for upward facing dog and breathe out for downward facing dog. On your next inhale, you step your right foot in between your palms and reach your hands up to the sky for warrior 1. Breathe out, frame your foot, and step back into plank, chaturanga to downward facing dog, and then you step your left foot in between your palms for warrior 1 on the inhale. Then you exhale, step back into plank, chaturanga, downward facing dog on the exhale, and take a full breath here. Look up and step or hop your way to the front of the mat. And now we do chair pose on our way up. And then we go again. So arms up overhead, chair pose, forward fold, little lift, and then step back into plank, chaturanga, to downward facing dog. Warrior 1 on the right side on the inhale. Then we exhale and dive back to chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog, and then warrior 1 on the left side. If you ever feel like this is very tiring, some mornings are just like that, feel free to cheat by placing your knees on the mat or not doing a full upward dog. Maybe you do a cobra instead, so you adjust when needed. Well done, that was it for the sun salutations. I hope you're warmed up enough to go into the actual sequence now. To begin, we reach the arms overhead, do a forward fold with a tiny lift in the back, and then step back into chaturanga. I'm not trying to trick you, this is the actual sequence. And then back into downward facing dog. Step the right foot in between your hands and adjust the back foot for warrior two. Remember to distribute the weight equally between both sides of the body and keep strong arms. Bend the right elbow and place it on top of your left thigh, reaching the left arm up overhead for a side angle pose. This stretch after sleep is just glorious. Now bend your left elbow and place the hand behind your back, palm in toward the body, and reach the right arm up overhead for reverse warrior. And don't be afraid to over-exaggerate the back bend a little. You're gonna need it later. Now frame the front foot and step back into chaturanga, upward dog to downward facing dog. And we immediately go to the other side for warrior two. Now fold the left elbow and place it on top of the left thigh, reaching the right arm up overhead. Careful not to dump a bunch of weight into the elbow. You can test it by lifting it a little bit off the thigh just to make sure that's not happening. And we move into reverse warrior with the right arm tucked behind the back. Now frame the front foot with your palms and step back into plank for chaturanga. Quick upward facing dog to downward facing dog. And then we step the right foot in between our palms again and come up into a high lunge. Now you're going to place the palms on the lower back with the fingertips pointing up. Allow for a generous back bend, tilting your head back, and just really allow the chest to open by pushing your hands into your low back, rotating the upper arms in toward the midline. Now frame the foot again and step back into plank, chaturanga, upward dog to downward dog, and then you step your left foot in between your hands for a high lunge on the other side. And we're going to do the same thing. Arms sweep up, and then you place the palms of your hands, fingertips pointing up, and allow a generous back bend. You can come out of the pose by framing your front foot again. This time you take the chaturanga all the way down to the floor, so you plop down on your belly and take a short cobra pose. Now we're going to turn over on our backs. No fancy transition, just roll over. Hug your knees to the chest for a short apanasana, just to really let everything calm down for a second. You've already done so much work. We're going to move into bridge, so place the soles of your feet to the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades in and together. Tuck the pelvis and lift the hips up. Clasp your hands if you can and place them underneath your hips. Keep pushing through the butt, so you keep pushing your butt up, and tuck your chin to the chest and breathe deep. Release and just lie down and take a few breaths doing nothing for a little bit while we recharge. Now we move up into bridge again, so squeeze everything up. Now if you like, you can take bridge pose for the next one as well, or you can join me in Urdhva Dhanurasana. This is not going to be an Urdhva class, so if you don't already have a strong Urdhva practice, I don't recommend you follow along on the next one. Rather you take a bridge. Better safe than sorry. We go up again for Urdhva or for bridge. And just allow your mind to be completely focused in the present moment. Lower down gently and just relax down, breathing for a little while. Now we go up for our last back bend of this practice. and lower down slow. Hug your knees into the chest and roll a little side to side. If you like, you can reach for the insides of your feet for a happy baby. Now you let everything go. Straighten your legs and let them fall to each side. Let the arms fall away from the body. Close your eyes and just feel what all of this did. Remember how you felt when you stepped on the mat. What changed? Where are you now? Just breathe here for the last few moments before the day begins. This moment is all yours. You can start coming up into a seated position, whatever feels comfortable for you right now. And I want to thank you so much for allowing me the time to guide you in this practice. Namaste.